Okay, hi everyone, I am Mr. C, and today we're going to have a little fun with Duolingo. I've heard bad things about Duolingo, but I wanted to try it out, so why not make it into a video? So let's take the placement test, and I'll do Spanish because, you know, I'm learning Spanish. Okay, take a test to jump ahead. It takes about 5 minutes and adapts to your level by getting harder or easier based on your answers.
Tu dinero.
Tu dinero.
Tu dinero.
So, your money. Okay. A weird sentence, really. Yeah, I can see why some people don't like Duolingo because they give you these sentences that have almost no context to them. Like this one. It's just really weird. But, yay. Great.
Juan come manzanas.
So I have to write this in English too.
Juan come manzanas.
Juan come manzanas. Manzanas. Okay, so Juan eats apples. That's what it translates to.
Una cartera marrón. Una cartera marrón.
Una cartera marrón. So,
Una cartera marrón.
okay, so this translates to a brown wallet. A brown wallet. But see, the thing is that in Spanish, adjectives usually go after the noun, whereas in English, they normally go before the noun. But there are exceptions in both languages. There are occasions in English where you can use adjectives after the noun, and there are occasions in Spanish where you can use adjectives before the noun. So if you want to translate this more literally into, if you want to use like English word order here, it would be una marrón cartera. But we have to follow normal Spanish word order. So
Marrón.
So this translates to a brown wallet, or if you want to use English word order, a wallet brown. Excellent. Oh, purse. My bad. It's purse, it's purse, not wallet. Can it mean wallet though? Let me check. My Spanish is a bit rusty. Yeah, it can mean wallet as well. So, okay, so I'm not wrong. I guess, like, but that's the thing, like, these sentences have, like, almost no context. So, I don't know. You're doing great. Thank you. Write this in Spanish. Very well. Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Oops. Let me say that.
Muy bien.
Okay, good job. Thank you. Write this in Spanish. I am not very happy.
No, estoy muy feliz.
Why is he talking like that? No, estoy muy feliz. Like, if you want to talk solely for beginners, I understand, but don't do it like that. Like, are you trying to be seductive? Are you trying to be seductive? Like, are you trying to be attractive to people? Like, no, estoy muy feliz. Stop. See, even his facial expression here, it looks like he's trying to. It makes him look like he's trying to attract someone. It's like, no estoy muy feliz. I'm an edgelord. No, but anyway. But yeah, that's how you'd say it in Spanish. No estoy muy feliz. Okay, so he is trying to be attractive. He's trying to seduce you. Did you see that kiss? I saw that kiss.
¿Quieres comer más pan?
¿Quieres comer más pan?
¿Quieres comer más pan?
¿Quieres comer más pan? ¿Quieres
¿Quieres
comer
comer
más
más
pan?
pan?
Which translates to, do you want to eat more bread? Do you want to eat more bread? Yeah, exactly. Do you want to eat more bread? Poggers. Write this in Spanish. I have 3 daughters. Okay, so that would be...
Tengo 3 hijas.
Yes. Tengo 3 hijas. I have 3 daughters. Great. Write this in Spanish. Ma'am, what is your address? Ma'am, what is your address? Okay, so...
Señora, ¿cuál es su dirección?
Yeah, that's how you'd say it in Spanish, I believe. So yes. What is your address? So in this case, dirección, or for you European Spanish speakers, dirección. that means address in Spanish. In Spanish, yeah. So that would translate to address in English. Anyway. Excellent. Nice. You're clearly not a beginner. What did you expect? No, I'm kidding.
Nosotros no hablamos portugués.
Nosotros no hablamos portugués. So that would translate to we, nosotros, we. No hablamos, don't speak. Portuguese, obviously. So, nosotros no hablamos portugués. We don't speak Portuguese. Although normally you would just take out the word nosotros, unless you want to emphasize that it is you who doesn't speak Portuguese. Like if you want to draw attention to the fact that it is you, as in we don't speak Portuguese, but they do. In that case, you would use nosotros. But normally you could just take it out, and you would instead say no hablamos portugués. But yeah, that's how you'd say it.
Yo creo que estos libros son muy interesantes.
Dude, you gotta calm down with that. Calm down. But yes. So yo creo, I think, que, that, so we need the relative pronoun that, estos libros, so these books, are muy interesantes, very interesting. I think that these books are very interesting. Yo creo que estos libros son muy interesantes. But of course, you don't have to put the yo in there. You could just say creo que estos libros son muy interesantes. But if you want to emphasize that you're the one saying this, I think that these books are very interesting, then yeah, you could use yo there. Yo creo que estos libros son muy interesantes. Pero él no. Yo sí, pero él no. Him, yes. Me, no. But anyway, yes. I think that these books are very interesting. Write this in Spanish. There is a cat in the kitchen. What a boring ass sentence. But anyway. So there is hay a cat, un gato, in the kitchen, en la cocina.
En la cocina.
So I believe that, yeah, everything seems right. Poggers! Nicely done! Write this in Spanish. We don't have cell phones. Okay? So, we don't really need the nosotros, but whatever.
Nosotros no tenemos celulares.
Yep. Nosotros no tenemos celulares. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce L and R in Spanish very well. I don't know why. But, especially when, like, you have a shit ton of them in a sentence. In a word, sorry. Like, Like try like for the word like actually, you know what, never mind. Let me not talk about that. Like there was a certain word I wanted to use an example of, make an example out of, but never mind. I'm just not going to use it as an example. But yeah, like I have problems with L and R in Spanish. But yeah, that's how you'd say that. But again, you could also just say no tenemos celulares. She wants to spend an afternoon with you. Okay, so in this case we would use the subject pronoun ella here because
Ella quiere.
Quiere can be used for él as well, so we do need to disambiguate here. So ella quiere pasar, to spend,
Pasar
una tarde, an afternoon,
una tarde
contigo, with you.
contigo.
Ella quiere pasar una tarde contigo. She wants to spend an afternoon with you. Or if you want to just say she wants to spend time with you, you could say ella quiere pasar tiempo contigo. You could say that as well. I believe you could say that. Okay. Where is my brown coat? So I'll write this in Spanish. Where is, ¿dónde está?
¿Dónde está
My brown coat. So
mi abrigo marrón?
and again, you have to place the adjective after the noun in Spanish, but in English, you have to place the adjective before the noun. So, ¿dónde está mi abrigo marrón? I can't roll my R's very well. I'm sorry, but yeah. Okay, amazing.
¿Tú haces un sándwich de queso?
¿Tú haces un sándwich de queso? Okay,
¿Tú haces un sándwich de queso?
so tú haces. Okay, so one thing that might trip people up when learning Spanish is that in Spanish, you know how English has ing verbs like making, doing, seeing, whatever. See, in Spanish, you don't have to use ing verbs as much, but in English you have to use them quite a bit, and I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Let me translate the sentence first. So, tú haces, are you making un sándwich de queso? Okay, so a cheese sandwich. So here, okay, so I'll explain the grammar in this English sentence in the like right now. So okay, so here we don't really translating this literally in English just doesn't work, because if you translate it literally, you get, do you make a sandwich of cheese? Do you make a sandwich of cheese? Which doesn't sound natural at all. So remember, in Spanish, when you say something like ¿qué haces?, that can mean what do you do, as in what do you regularly do in the present, or what are you doing right now. It can mean either of those things, because as I said, in Spanish, ing verbs don't have to be used as much. So you can say ¿qué haces?, to mean what are you doing, or you could also say ¿qué estás haciendo?, to mean what are you doing. You can say either one, because Spanish has ing verbs as well, but they don't use them as much as English, because sometimes the simple aspect, the verb without ing, like sometimes that's enough to convey a progressive or continuous meaning. But in English, we have to use the ing verb here, because using this present simple means something very different. Like it means, like if you say, do you make a cheese sandwich? Like that would imply that it's that the asker of that question thinks that you do it on a regular basis. Do you make a cheese sandwich on a regular basis? In that case, you'd use the simple present and not the ing form. Are you making a cheese sandwich on a regular basis? That wouldn't sound right. But here we're talking about something that's happening right now, so we have to use the ing form for English. We can't use the present simple in English like as we can in Spanish. It just doesn't work that way. So so in English we can't really just use the simple aspect here. And regarding the rest of the sentence, un sándwich de queso. So in Spanish, you can't really use a noun as an adjective to describe another noun. So you can't really say a cheese sandwich in Spanish as you can in English. You'd have to say a sandwich of cheese. So, like, here's another example where in Spanish you can't really say a recommendation letter. You'd have to say a letter of recommendation. Whereas in English you could say a letter of recommendation, but you could also say a recommendation letter. So, yeah. Not like, modifiers in Spanish work a bit differently from the ones in English. But in English, we would just say a cheese sandwich. You could technically say, well, no, you couldn't really say a sandwich of cheese because that would imply that the sandwich itself is made entirely of cheese. At least that's the implication I would get from it. And if you didn't want to imply that, you'd have to say a sandwich with cheese, not of cheese, but with cheese. And then, so if you want to use a prepositional phrase there, you'd have to say a sandwich with cheese, not a sandwich of cheese. But hopefully I explained the logic here. So yeah, in English, this would be, are you making a cheese sandwich? Although in Spanish, you could technically also say, tú estás haciendo un sándwich de queso. Or you could just take the tú out and say, estás haciendo un sándwich de queso. But whatever.
Mateo quiere aprender chino.
Mateo. So that's a name. Mateo quiere aprender chino. So Mateo wants aprender, to learn chino, Chinese. Mateo wants to learn Chinese. Great.
¿A dónde vas a viajar el próximo año?
¿A dónde vas a viajar el próximo año? So this means where are you going to travel next year? So a dónde, where? Well, it means to where, but in English we don't have to. But in English, like, we don't really do that. So we would just say where. Vas a viajar, which would mean you are going to, but remember this is a question, so it would be, are you going to travel? Are you going to travel? So, but in normal word order, it'd be you are going to travel. Vas a viajar, you are going to travel. But this is a question, so we have to invert the verb here. Are you going to travel? So, and then you have el próximo año, so next year. And we don't really put the next year here, like we don't put the in front of next year. We just don't do that. But in Spanish, you have to. So, where are you going to travel next year? Or where are you going to travel to next year? Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you can technically put the to in there as well in English. You could technically put in the front as well. Sorry. You could technically put this in front as well. So you could say, to where are you going to travel next year? But that sounds really weird. Normally we would just put the preposition towards the end. Or we could just take it out in some cases, like here.
El tren va a llegar en 15 minutos.
El tren. See, I can't pronounce that TR cluster. El tren va a llegar en 15 minutos. Okay, so that means the train, el tren, the train, va a llegar, is going to arrive en 15 minutos, in 15 minutes. Pog. Excellent.
¿A dónde llevas esas bolsas?
¿A dónde llevas esas bolsas? So, that means, where are you carrying those bags? ¿A dónde? Where? Llevas? Are you carrying? And again, this is another case in Spanish where you don't have to use a progressive form. You could say estás llevando, but it's more common to just say llevas. But in English, we have to say are you carrying. So where are you carrying esas bolsas, those bags? Where are you carrying those bags? Or you could say where are you carrying those bags to? Yeah, you could say that too, but I just prefer to take out the preposition there. Write this in Spanish. We feel worse now. Okay, so, okay, good. You don't have to use the subject pronoun, but you do have to use a reflexive pronoun. Well, not necessarily reflexive, but I'm just going to call it reflexive for simplicity. So, nos sentimos
peor, ahora.
Yeah, so nos sentimos peor ahora. So nos sentimos, if you want to include the subject pronoun, it would be nosotros nos sentimos, but we can take the nosotros out because sentimos makes it obvious that the subject is nosotros because of the verb conjugation. So we could just say nos sentimos peor ahora. So, nos sentimos, we feel, peor, worse, ahora, now. We want to open the books. Okay, good. We don't have to use nosotros here as well. So, queremos, we want.
Queremos.
To open, abrir.
Abrir.
And the books. So, los libros.
Los libros.
So, we want to open the books. Queremos abrir los libros. Good job.
Ella compra naranjas porque sus hijos las comen.
Okay, let's listen to that again.
Ella compra naranjas porque sus hijos las comen.
Okay, so this translates to she buys oranges because her kids eat them. So ella compra, she buys naranjas, oranges, porque, because sus hijos, her children, las comen, eat them. Although, okay, so another thing about Spanish is that direct or indirect object pronouns go before the verb. So you can't say sus hijos comen las. That would be English word order. In Spanish word order, the las, them, has to be before the verb comen, eat. So technically you're saying sus hijos las comen, the children, them, eat, instead of the children eat them. But in English, you have to put the direct or indirect object pronoun after the verb. So be careful about that. She buys oranges because her children eat them. I don't really care, but okay. It's not that exciting. Calm down, girl. We don't have 70 pesos now. So, no tenemos, we don't have.
No, tenemos.
And, you know, in Spanish, there's really no equivalent to the auxiliary verb do in English. You would just put no and then the verb. So you can't, so there's no equivalent to do in this case. We do not have, there's no equivalent to do in Spanish. You just have to put the adverb no and then the verb tenemos. So no tenemos, we don't have 70, 70 pesos, ahora, now.
Ahora.
No tenemos 70 pesos ahora. We don't have 70 pesos now. Pog! I love saying pog. I know it's stupid. It's just internet slang for awesome. It just basically means awesome in internet slang. Write this in Spanish. I need $100 to buy clothes. Okay. I need. Necesito.
Necesito
100. 100
100
dollars. Dólares.
dólares
To buy. Para comprar.
para comprar
And then clothes. Ropa.
ropa.
So we use para here because it basically means in order to. So I need $100 in order to buy clothes, but in English you don't have to put in order to. You can just say to as well. But para in this case is needed. You just can't say necesito $100 comprar ropa. That doesn't make any sense. You have to say necesito $100 para comprar, in order to buy clothes. Ropa. And I still can't roll my damn R's. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's how you would translate it.
Ayer caminamos en la nieve. Ayer caminamos en la nieve.
So that means yesterday. Ayer, yesterday. Caminamos, we walked. En la nieve, in the snow. Yesterday we walked in the snow. Nice. Yesterday we rode bikes in the park. So yesterday, ayer,
Ayer.
we rode, that would be, we rode, wait, what is this? Hold up. What the hell? Hold on, I'm confused. Oh, right. Sorry, I was like, wait, where's the verb? Okay, montamos, yeah.
Montamos. En
Oops.
bicicletas.
So, yesterday, ayer, we rode, montamos, bikes, bicicletas, in the park. En el parque. En el parque.
En el parque.
I think that's how you would say it. I'm sorry, my Spanish is a bit rusty. Ayer montamos bicicletas en el parque. I hope that's right. Okay, good. Or you could say las bicicletas, yeah. Ayer montamos las bicicletas en el parque. We rode the bikes in the park. You don't have to put the in there. But in Spanish, you could put las in there, and it would be fine. But in English, you could technically put it in there, but unless you're talking about specific bikes, you don't need to do that. Anyway. Yeah, articles work a bit differently in Spanish. But for the most part, the usage of articles is similar. Okay, I did it. I got every question right. But yeah, I can see why people aren't too fond of Duolingo, because again, you have these sentences that have like little to no context, and then there are sentences that just have unnatural phrasing, and the degree of this ranges from slightly unnatural to very unnatural. But at least we did it. Yay, you've reached your daily goal. Congratulations, you tested out 38 skills. You've earned 4 lingots. Nice job reaching your daily goal. Day streak. 1 day streak. Practicing daily grows your streak, but skipping a day resets it. Pick your streak goal. Let's see. If I choose 14 days, it means that I'm clearly committed and that I will be 5 times more likely to complete the course. But I could just say 7 days. So 2 times more likely to complete the course. 3 days, you'll be well on your way to your next big streak. And here it's like, for 30 days, you'll be seven times more likely to complete the course. I'll just do 7. 3. Test complete. You unlocked 15% of the Spanish course. You unlocked your first 24 stories. Head over to the Stories tab to check out all the stories you unlocked. Ooh, cool. Yeah, I've heard good things about Duolingo stories. But everything else, no. You unlocked your first 24 stories. Earn XP, experience points, by reading fun mini-stories. Cool. Alright. Yeah, oh shoot, wow. Wow, okay. I unlocked quite a bit, but I still have quite a bit to go. But yeah, I'm all the way up here, right here. So I still have to do these, and then I get to do stem changes, which is a feature of verb conjugation, but I'm not going to bother doing that right now. But that was really fun. Duolingo, I don't use it. I think I used it like only once in the past, and I just got bored with it. I find LinkQ a better app because it provides more context with the exercises, and it also focuses more on comprehensible input, which is where you read material that you mostly understand but is slightly above your level of the language, of learning the language. So it should be at least 90%, 95%, or even 98% would be better. But for input to be comprehensible, it has to be at least 90% understandable, because that makes acquiring the parts that you don't know a lot easier. Because if you just read something that's mostly incomprehensible, your brain will it won't acquire any of it, because it'll just be too busy trying to process so much that it doesn't know. So comprehensible input is a very important part of language learning, and unfortunately a lot of language learning teachers still don't understand that and try to prioritize grammar. I mean, you can teach people grammar, that's fine, but the focus really should be on input and communication, and less on grammatical accuracy. But those are just my thoughts. Anyway, that was fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I would do like German, but I don't really know a lot of German, so I don't see the point. It's really just Spanish I have a lot of experience in. I'm like at a B2 level, I think, at least in terms of comprehension. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.